person with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fields. Touchdown! Khalil Herbert. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Strong. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Now a crease here. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Net open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Someone's sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Fields. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half. Swift is hit and he coughs it up. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is... He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. James Mitchell. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everyone, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we were broadcasting games.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. They go play action here on first down. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A handoff for Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action. It's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's a give to Herbert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On second down, here's Fields. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points, but what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Strong. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Looking to throw. Strong. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now Herbert to start the drive. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Herbert, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a give right side. Herbert. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On third down, Herbert. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. Byron Pringle, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. There'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To Williams on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Strong. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 29, Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll run on first down. Herbert, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert once more. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Fields on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, it's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Herbert. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. David Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 55 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Strong. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Santos now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He's got room past the 30. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On second down, a run with Evans. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, here's Evans. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
That's caught at the 1, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll toss it out right to Herbert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Williams to return. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high